TradingView.com. Okay, TradingView.com is a web browsed charting software that you can use to chart when you're trading Forex. Okay, so the first things first, I'm going to teach you how to use this platform and all the wonderful tools that come along with it. So you want to go ahead and go into TradingView.com. And when you pull up TradingView.com, this is what's going to pop up. Okay, you're going to have seen all of these different things on here. You're going to ignore all of this and you're going to go to charts. Okay, and it's going to take you to a page that looks exactly like this. Okay, I already have it pulled up over here. All right, so what are you looking at? So the first thing, how to set your chart up. Down here is volume. Okay, this is something that's just automatically on your chart when you first get it. You want to go ahead and come over here, come to the X, and you want to X out the volume. Okay, over here, if you backspace, you're going to see all stock, futures, Forex, CFD, cryptocurrency, index, and economy. We're dealing with Forex, so you can click there. You're going to see all of the major and minor, exotic, all different kind of currencies here. Okay, so the euro dollar, okay, the pound dollar, USD, JPY, which is the dollar over the Japanese yen, AUD USD, the Australian dollar over the US dollar, USD CAD, the US dollar over the Canadian dollar, and all different kinds of ones here, the US dollar over the Swiss franc. You're going to see all of these, okay? I'm going to teach you which pairs to choose, but for now, we're just going to deal with one of the most traded currency pairs, which is the Euro USD. Okay, so I'm going to set up my chart. Now, it'll be completely up to you whether or not you want to use a white background or a black background or a dark color theme. So you're going to come over here into these three lines, and you're going to click, I like the dark color theme. Okay, and then I'm going to click out. Then I'm going to come over here to chart properties, and then I'm going to go over to appearance. Now my background is dark. You can literally change this background to whatever color that fits your eyes. Literally, you guys can literally get as creative as you want to, but I'm going to keep this like grayish to slate gray. And then I'm going to change the background over here where it says vertical grid lines. And then horizontal grid lines, I'm just going to change it to the same color. Okay. And that's going to completely clear my chart. Now in the background, if I move this, you're seeing the euro dollar on the 1 hour time frame. This is called the watermark. You can take it away if you just want a clear background or not. Okay, I like to keep mine on my screen. Then we're gonna go to symbol. So symbol, you can change the color of your candles. So the body of the candles, let me zoom in so you can see the changes. If I wanted to change it to, let's say pink, I would change all of this to pink. And this would be my bullish candles or my candles that are my buying candles, okay? All right, so this is what we have right now. Your selling candles are red and your bullish buying candles are green, okay? So that's what you're gonna keep there. Then we have this last price line. This is this line right here. It's up to you whether or not you wanna keep it, but this is basically where price is at right now, where this candle is at right now, okay? There's some other stuff in here, but you really don't need that stuff. And you can take off whether or not you want to see economic events on the chart. These little things at the bottom, these are things going on. You can take them off, you know, stuff like that, okay? So these two are the most important. All right. The other thing that I like on the appearance tab is session breaks, okay? I like to use session breaks, not all the time, but sometimes. And I like to do them something like this to where you can hardly see them. Okay, let me just explain what session breaks are. Basically, you see this perforated line right here? This is telling you that this is at the start of this day, okay? There's 24 candles in between each break on the 1 hour time frame up here, okay? So this is pretty much showing you guys when you're studying, like what has been going on with this currency each and every single day. Speaking of timing, down here in the lower right-hand corner, you have time zone. We all live in different time zones. So what you want to go ahead and do is you want to go ahead and scroll through this and find your correct time zone so your candles are in the right time frame down here at the bottom. Okay, when I'm scrolling, you see every hour on the hour. You want to make sure you have the right time frame. I'm in alignment with the New York time frame, which is Eastern Standard Time. So it'll be UTC -4, okay? I'm gonna take off the session breaks for now. And then we're gonna talk about tools, okay? So up here, you have the time interval, okay? One of the cool things about TradingView is that you can put a star and favorite your best times that you use and they'll appear here. So I like to use the daily, the 4 hour, the hour, the 15 minute, the 5 minute, and the 1 minute. Those are just the times I like to have set up here. If I was to uncheck one of them, it will go away, okay? Also, when you have a pro account, if you upgrade your account, you can create your own time intervals. Here, you have the different styles of candles, so how you want to see the chart and review the chart. Okay, so we have bars, which we wouldn't be using this at all. Regular candlesticks, we'll be using that a lot. Heikin Aishi candles, these are Japanese candlesticks. We'll be using this sometimes. Hollow candles. The line chart I use a lot when I'm teaching. And those are pretty much the ones. You got all different kind of styles. These are Renko candles. Got line break candles. There's all different kind of things, but we're gonna be using the line chart, sometimes Heikin Aishi candles, and regular candles, okay? All right, let's go over back to the 1 hour. All right, to zoom out, down here you got this little negative sign. To zoom in, you got this plus sign, okay? I'm gonna zoom out. Say we were all the way zoomed out. You have a tool over here, the zoom in tool, and you just would make a box over the area that you're trying to zoom in on, and bam, it'll zoom in for you. If you wanna do it again, bam, it'll zoom in. If you wanna zoom out, you have it now, and it'll zoom you out to where you previously were. All right. Here is where you can compare added symbols. So if you wanna do like a chart correlation, you can compare this current currency with something else, okay? FX stands for indicators and strategies. So we have a lot of different indicators that are built into TradingView that you can play around with. One of the things that is brand new with TradingView is that you can now see candlestick patterns, which is something I absolutely love. This is like one of the best cheat sheets I've ever seen for charting software, okay? And anything that you like will be added to your favorites tab. Okay, you won't be using that. If you wanna create templates, you can. If you wanna create an alert, you can. If you wanted to do a bar replay, and you know, when you're back testing, you know, it'll show you like what happened in the market when you're, you know, testing out your stuff. Okay. Then if we did something, you can backspace and go forward here. All right, so tools. This tool that I'm on right now is called the crosshairs tool. Okay, you see the cross? It's showing you the time at the bottom and the date, and over here is showing you price. You have the arrow tool here, the dot tool, and the eraser tool here. Right here, you have trend line tools. Okay, trend lines are super important when we're charting. So they look something like this. It's nothing but horizontal support and resistance. Okay, so when you're finding the trend, it's as simple as identifying when the market is going down and when the market is going up. You can change this to any color you want. You can change the thickness of these lines also. You can change whether you want them to be dotted or like this, how thin you want them, and all kind of stuff here. It's really cool, okay? All right. Put that back solid. Okay. So I put a star next to that one. I use horizontal lines a lot. You will be doing the same thing when it comes to support and resistance. All right, support being price floor, showing you where price has come to in the past and also recently. You'll be using these lines as resistance, which is price ceiling. Where did price come up to but didn't break through? Okay, also you can change the color of these, the opacity, all of that good stuff, okay? Let's keep moving. You have horizontal ray, okay? I put a star next to it. It's something that I use often when I don't want to draw a complete line, but I do want to identify something, you know, key levels, set alerts, anything like that. I use a horizontal ray, okay? You really, really want to keep your charts clean. You have that. Vertical lines I use often. I usually keep them dotted. This actually shows you the time and date, kind of keeps things solid. So, you know, this is being moved around. If you wanted to mark a certain spot, you have your vertical line. Again, you can change the color, the thickness, and everything for these lines. Okay, arrows. I love arrows when I'm teaching. To make sure that you're seeing, you know, whatever it is that I'm trying to point to. You can change the colors of these as well. All right, so that's pretty much what I use here. You have the ray if you want to use that. That kind of helps you as a beginner. If you're struggling with trend lines, this kind of helps you because this right here doesn't move, only this part right here moves. Okay. All right, next we have, excuse me, again, and Fibonacci tools. Okay, and the one tool that you're really going to use here is going to be the Fibonacci retracement tool, and you'll learn about this as you go along. But this tool pretty much shows you the different percentages of retracements in the market. Okay, and you'll learn how to use that in your training. On this tab right here, where it says geometric shapes, you have the brush tool, which I like to use if I'm drawing. You can, again, change the color. You can change the thickness of it. If you wanted, you know, different things you can do with that tool. I like the brush tool often when I'm drawing on a chart. Then you have the rectangle tool. Let me actually start that one. You have the rectangle tool. This one I use a specific way on the dark chart. You have the color of it, you know, you can change it. Mine is looking very transparent right now because that's going to be the easiest way for me to see it. And we use rectangles as what is called zones here. All right, then we have the ellipse. Okay, this is like a little circle. You can color this whichever color you want to and fill it in the background, whatever color you want to. And again, it's just another tool when you're identifying. I like to use this for entries and exit points. All right, and that's it for this right here. Then you have the annotation tools, text. You can write on your chart. Okay. You know, I can put notes on my chart, which is something I highly recommend. When you double click this here, you can change the font. You can change a lot of things about this. You can change the color. You know, that's black, obviously, but you can change a lot of different things on the chart. Okay. And then we have the call out. Again, you can put text in this box. Okay. You have the balloon. Okay, you can leave comments. You have all different kind of things, and then you have arrows that you can use if you wanted to. Okay, we were identifying, you know, again, you can use this for entries and exit points. Okay, you can put flags on your chart also. All right, and you can use these arrows up. Okay, so that's something that you guys can do when you're marking your charts up. Make it really clean. These are pattern tools. There's a lot of different patterns in the market. You'll be learning about the head and shoulders pattern, which is really common. You know, you would draw it out, you know, stuff like that. Okay. You have the Elliott wave. Okay. This is a wave in the market. It helps you see them. You have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have the ABCD. It's the same one, but same concept. Okay. You'll be learning about that in your training. Then you have the long position tool and the short position tool right here. Okay, and this is under the prediction and measurement tools. So long in the Forex market means buy. Okay, so say we were, obviously this market is going up and we place the buy. Okay, this is showing you essentially your risk to reward. The red area would be your stop, and it would show you how many pips, 54 pips. To make 172.5 pips. This is that number here. So you don't have to do any pip calculations when we're going in for our trading. The short position tool will be like sell, and you see the stop area, your stop loss. So what you're willing to risk is above, and then your reward area is green. So it gives you a good representation, a good visual to see your pip count. Okay. Then we have the measurement tool. This measures the movement in price in the market, aka pips. So as you can see, as I pulled that up, over here also turned blue. All right, so it's showing you that from here to here is measured at 184.5 pips, and it covered over 1 day and 9 hours, okay, worth of data. When I drag this tool down, okay, it turns red, okay, still blue over here, but now it's measuring from here to this highest point to this lowest point is 160.1 pips, and it covered over 34 bars, which is, you know, the different candles, and 1 day and 10 hours worth of data. Okay, don't mind that this says negative. It doesn't mean that you're in the negative. This just showing you, just kind of ignore that. This 160.1 pips. I forgot something just came to me. In this long position tool, one of the things that I absolutely love about this tool on TradingView is when you double click, it's going to show you your entry price. So say we were trading, it'll actually show you your different pricing that you entered in at once you click, you know, buy or sell on your phone. You can re-enter your price, whatever it is on your current broker. And then it says profit level and stop level. So profit level where it says ticks, say for example, I wanted to go in for 20 pips. All right, that would read as 200 ticks, and this area would now change and it would show you 20.0. So 200 ticks equals 20.0 pips, and it gives you the exact price on the chart where that would be located. If I wanted to go for 200 pips, this is how it would look. 2,000 ticks, 200 pips. Now, stop level is the same exact thing. So if I wanted to go for 50 pips,